Now, there's a big debate as to whether buying a home is even smart to do, whether it's better to just rent or whether it's better to buy the home that you're going to live in. So that's a debate that we can get into, but let's talk about why that debate even exists. And that's because a lot of people see buying a home as buying an asset. An asset is typically something that puts something into your pocket as opposed to taking money out of your pocket. And buying a home, I think most people who've owned property of any sort realize that the property takes more out of your pocket than it puts into your pocket. So whether it is an investment or not is debatable, and it comes from the mindset on which you are coming from. Because buying a home is typically more of an emotional decision than it is a rational or an investment decision. People like the idea of having a home that they own, and many in years past, people have gained enormous wealth over time by owning a home and then using that home to take money out for different purposes, whether it's educate children's education or for a variety of reasons, right? But today, housing prices are so inflated and the job market is so tenuous that buying a home actually in some ways thinking that it's going to perform from a appreciation standpoint over time the way it has in the past could be more speculation. Markets go up and markets go down, and we've seen how in during the pandemic and during the housing crisis, how many people flat lost their homes because they lost value or they lost jobs or whatever. And so speculation comes into play when you feel like the past is going to actually represent what the future is. And furthermore, if you're buying at the top of your very possibility of being able to repay, and something happens to your livelihood or your ability to make money, that means that you were actually taking a gamble in buying a house as opposed to, say, renting and not having to worry about losing your down payment or anything that happens to your credit and so forth when you fall into that market. So you have to really understand the risk tolerance that you're dealing with and what your real livelihood possibilities are going forward. Obviously, everyone believes that the future will be better than the past. In the age of AI and all the other changes that are happening, many people may come up against situations that they could not have foreseen. And having a house where you become beholden to making that mortgage payment or else could put you in a very stressful situation. So you want to really understand that when you're thinking about buying a house. Obviously,